Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild and Wingless. Tonight I got with myself the A1 Tyson Martin. How are you, buddy?
Good, thanks, mate. It's good to be back on. Loving
Yeah.
it.
No, I was just thinking the last time we had a chat was on the banks of Mildura there, where we did a recap of the year Australian title. I got to hold the trophy. I didn't get to see the car that weekend, but that's all right. I'm seeing your thing behind you now, and geez, that looks nice, doesn't
Yeah, I think last time we spoke, it was a lot warmer than what it is now, but
it?
we have finally got it all wrapped. So it's been a lot in the making. Diamonds are made under pressure, as they say, and so we've bitten off more than we can chew going to Darwin, and we're chewing like hell. So I think we've only got to bleed the brakes now, and I think we're good to go.
Really, that wow. I'd like to know
Yeah.
everyone else's progress throughout the off season, but well, I mean, you got everything on. The amount of sponsors and everything going on that car is just incredible, and I like the red you guys have gone with too. So
Yeah,
well done.
so like normally we've done the fluoro or just like the standard red, but because it's a commemorative year and like we're obviously doing a lot this year, so it's sort of nice, just chrome red. It'll pop in the sunlight. I'm excited.
Nice, nice. Now, last time I spoke to you, you're only couple of days after winning the Australian title. Now we're a good, couple of months. How's things sunken in that you're the A1 of Australian wingless racing?
I think it's definitely sunk in now. Like it's an achievement I'm so grateful for. I think the moment it honestly truly sunk in was we raced Murray Bridge. I think was like the second last meeting of the year, and I was very lucky to be able to run like the number one for leading out that season, and we won Murray Bridge feature that night, and it's just one of those moments you have to yourself just when you're rolling around, the race is finished, and I was rolling the scales, and in Murray Bridge you need to enter via turn four, and so I had the whole rest of the lap to go in though. Cruising on the infield and looked up at the big lap scoreboard that's sitting in turn three and four, and yeah, that was a pretty surreal moment just to look up and see like Oz one next to my name. That's probably a memory I'll never forget. It was a moment I was so grateful for, and it was kind of a bit lost for words there at one point though. I just hope we can do it proud, and I just hope we can help the sport as while we've got it, and raise a bit of awareness and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on is I'm pretty sure everyone else out there is seeing the posts I'm seeing, right? So every week on Facebook, I follow Tyson Martin Racing and I see, bang, a new sponsor. I like to use the word partner. But anyway, new sponsor, partner, announcement. Now, some of these companies you've had on your car for many years. Some are new. After following you for a couple of years, so I can sort of work out who's new and who's been
Yeah,
around for a while. But what you're doing is just it's mate, it's hitting all of us because we're just seeing like, geez, this guy's just non-stop getting these partners. I guess I wanted to sort of sit down and talk to you about your marketing strategy and how you go out there and pound the pavement and do all that sort of stuff to get these people to help you go racing.
yeah, it's not easy. Like in most feet, I probably guess a lot of people would assume the Australia one would come and everyone would want to jump on board, but that is most definitely not the case. But at the end of the day, it's sort of we're still just a race car, and when you approach a business, whether it be corporate or mates, like I guess they still don't understand the significance around the Australian title, especially when you're trying to talk to corporate sponsors and sell them the dream, I guess. And you need to like something that I think I've been working on over the past couple of years, but you're essentially a brand and you're doing a brand collaboration with people. And each year we've been refining like sponsorship proposals and stuff, and Paul Louise rewrote and reread my sponsorship proposal probably more times than she wished, and um, it was like I am so grateful that we have so many people come back on board, and it's important to give everyone their spotlight. Some whether it be big or small sponsorship and partnership on the car, everyone deserves recognition because that's their hard-earned money that's going on that car, and so I believe everyone that helps along the journey, like whether it just be discounts or whether it be actual sponsorship money to help buy some things or just like a little bit of fuel here and there or a tire, like it all goes a long way. And it costs us racers nothing to put a post up, like, and that could go a long way in creating a relationship. And they see that, and then you build a relationship, and who knows what can come from there. And that's the biggest thing. So, yeah, I approached every year, like I approach, and so many people, and you get no, and yeah, there's a lot of rejection. There's not a lot of yeses. There's a lot of rejection. And you try and pitch it to different ways to people. So essentially, like, I try and have the proposal, and then when you're pitching to corporate sponsors, especially, you need to be a lot more conveying. You need to be concise and very to the point with things. Though at the same time, you need to sell them on how their brand can benefit by being collaborated with your brand. And so we did like a heap of one-page documents, essentially cover letters to a degree, and you outline the synergies between the brand you're trying to approach and you as a person and what you do and what you're about, kind of thing. And we got close with a lot of corporate sponsors, but then just sort of fell out at the last minute. And it's a tricky situation, especially for our sport, because we race in, like, from, I guess, September to April. There's a very niche window where everyone's setting their new budgets for the next financial year. And so there's a lot of pressure around having things done early to try and, when you approach those corporate sponsors, because if you leave it too late, then it's not worked into their budget or they can't write it off. And there's a lot of, I guess, politics and financial issues that go around. And so each year I'm forever learning about how to get people better. Though, yeah, it's been really good. This season, so many amazing people have said yes, and I'm so grateful for that. Though, yeah, probably 4 or 5 times the amount have said no. And yeah, it's one of those things. It's no man's next opportunity, I guess. So you just keep moving on, and don't take it personally. Like, I'm a firm believer in approaching the person next year, or showing your face. Like, it's all these come from relationships. And like, you can look at a lot of your family businesses and a lot of your mates that get on board. They get on board not because they're going to get massive amounts of work out of being on your car. It's the relationship you have with them. And it's one of those things. It's probably a little bit different in the corporate world, though. I believe our sport deserves to have corporate partnership. I believe that we can give them the value that they're looking for. And it's just about, yeah, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's.
No, you've raised a couple of good points there, and I'm going to say when I was in Mildura with you, I'm going to tell a story. I do that a fair bit, but anyway, you got me in touch with somebody, and this gentleman that you got me in touch with, I went to his workshop and I got to see his nice collection he had there of all his stuff, and I was blown away by how well this gentleman spoke of you, Brian. Just like he was just so happy, he was proud. It was like he was turning those laps with you. The conversations we had. But he also told me something that really stuck out to me. And it's something where, as we're coming into a new season, yes, we've all got our race cars. Not all of us have them at the stage where Tyson's got them now, or, for example, Blake Walsh has got them now, where they're racing, up there already. But
Boy, is he doing well.
yeah, but we've got our cars going. We're doing our sponsorship stuff, and or we want to do our sponsorship stuff. We don't know where to start all the rest. You've hit the nail on the head when you talk about relationships. You talk about they may say no today, but you don't just walk away and forget about them. You build that connection. You work on that. And the way Brian sort of spoke to me, he could be anywhere on a Saturday night, and he knew one thing would happen. He'll get a text. It
Yeah,
could be any hour of late at night, early morning, whatever it was. He would get a text on how you went, and I just thought, Now, back in the day when phones first came out, right? Text message, I can't remember how much they cost, 40 cents or something like that. Now, majority of people got iMessage. It's nothing. Like
Yeah, well,
it,
it's essentially free.
it's
Yeah,
essentially free. It
yeah,
just it amazed me. I'm speaking to this guy who's been around so many people, like in all sports, all different sports, successful people, and the one thing that stands out to him is a text message. And I thought, wow, like that's
and
insane.
and again, it comes back to it costs nothing. So, like, I do it all the time, and I just do it in my notes, draft up a message, and it's not even race results. So, like, at the end of the day, they're a part of the team,
Yeah,
and like you would ring like you would ring your mum and dad if they weren't at the track and say how you went. It's no different to these people are riding on board with you. These paying people are paying to be a part of the team, and you're trying to create that culture. And so whether it be a car update or whether it be like what's coming up or how we went, like it's keeping them involved.
yeah.
Like they feel a part of something bigger.
No, I just thought that really stuck out to me. Another thing that sticks out to me is just every time I ever speak to you, the way you just hold yourself and you speak about all these partners who you got on your vehicle. And I thought, if anything, I need to put a sort of productive show together to sort of show people out there, or all the young drivers, old drivers, whatever it is. There's ways to go about this stuff, and you may not be a race winner, an Australian title holder, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, we've all got these same things. We all go up and down the highway, whether you've got an open trailer and closed trailer, it doesn't matter. These are all different, I guess, selling points we can use. But I just wanted to talk to you to, as much as we've spoken about it on the phone and stuff like that, just sort of get it out there in the open of how you conduct it. So
Yeah,
it's really good.
it's all relationship based, and um, don't get me wrong, a fair bit of it's who you know, which helps, and though that where does that stem from? That stems from relationships,
Yep.
and it's it's just being able to rejection is going to be a part of that, and you just need to be accepting of that. But exactly like you mentioned before, reiterated, it's about not letting go because how submissive is that to someone you're trying to approach? Uh, like essentially, you try one time.
Yeah.
Like there's a company in Adelaide I've been into for every year for the past 5 years. I buy stuff from there. I just ask them, and it's not quite like they're a corporate person, but who knows? Like he knows me by my name now, and like that could eventually go a long way one time. And like I don't buy a lot from there, but like, and they say no every year, but it's it shouldn't be do or die kind of thing.
Yep. Yep. No, I just think that the way you've the way you guys work that team, I reckon it's just great. So no, it's good, and I see that you got a lot of partners on board, and I guess you're going to need them because we're going to roll into the second part we're going to talk about, and that is this big Aussie tour, the Australian tour that's coming up. Talk to me about this idea. How did it come about?
Uh Crikey. Well, when everything did sink in a little bit, Normie and I were just sitting in the shed, and we were trying to come up with ways because I've always had personally like a dream, like if you win the Australian title, like you could do something with it. Like it's such a prestigious thing, and it's we were sitting there, and then Normie's like, "Oh well, it'd be cool if we raced every state and territory title," and I was like, "Oh, like holy smokes, that would be pretty cool." And then it was sort of well, umming and ahhing, and then I was doing a lot of background, trying to work out calendars, trying to message people, going like, "What do you state?" to make sure there's no crossovers and we could logistically even achieve it. And when I worked that out, I was like to Normie, I was like, "Well, are we going to do this or what?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, I'll do it if you can." And um, yeah, it stemmed into that, and I guess one thing that I'm really excited for is there's a lot of new tracks for me, a lot of new challenges, new people. Like just because you race the Australian title doesn't mean you raced everyone in
Yep.
Australia. And I've personally done the same thing, and I'm more than happy to put my hand up and say that I've done it. But I was fortunate to win at a track that's very close to me. So it's that thing. Well, I want to race people like on their home turf and on tracks they know better, and it challenges me. But I hope it's good that the Australia one gets around to everyone and everyone gets to sort of, I guess, race it. And like I could come out and be terrible, but
I
um,
don't think so. Yeah.
it's it's just about like for the sport. I think it's a good thing, someone to follow, whether you love it or hate it. It creates a bit of like passion, I guess, in people, a bit of fire, and I I hope that if if we do go and do this and race and people compare and go, we might get more cars to an Australian title. So the division could grow from this,
Yep.
and we get more people to titles, which is better for the clubs and better for the tracks, and it shows how strong our division is. And if I got to be the scapegoat to do that, I think it's a great thing to do for the sport. If we get more people out and more people like come out to race the A1 and prove they're better. And I think it shows with our car counts and how strong the division is that like this could be so much more. And being able to go around and promote the Australia one for the division is like a true honour. And I think it's a good thing to do for the Australia one. I can't recall anyone doing it in the past. So
I,
I believe it'd be a great thing just to promote for the sport and the division, and I hope the division comes out like on top for it,
mm,
because that's what it's all about. Like it's having something. The sprint cars have it where the Australia one normally goes around and you see them everywhere. Like yes, they're probably more of a touring sprint car team with a lot higher budget, but I think it's cool. Like
yeah.
I'm very lucky that I'm in a situation where I can logistically make it work, and the amazing people that have jumped on to try and help me reduce the amount that's got to come out of my pocket to make it happen. And
I mean,
yeah,
we're talking. Was it 24 races?
2023,
So
I think.
23,
Yeah.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking. How many Ks are you going to be racking up this season? Like
I
I
was
haven't even
going.
gone through. I was going to try and work that out, but I've been so flat chat
Yeah,
with
it's
work.
something.
But
It's something I've got to work out. Yeah, because I want to do some videoing and then put like the K marker
yep,
randomly in the video of like where we're at, just in like cut it randomly. But um, I think because we spend 2 weeks in Darwin, we spend 2 weeks in Perth at the end of the season, 2 weeks in Tasmania, we're a bunch of shows in Victoria,
you
double,
going to Queensland. You're going to be
yeah, Queensland. So we go to,
Gladstone all the way up there.
yeah, they couldn't, they
Going to
unfortunately we
Goulburn.
couldn't get one any closer.
I'm thinking, geez, does this kid know where Gladstone is, man? Like, I spent a lot of time up there working offshore there, but you go in so many places. But one thing when I saw this whole thing come out, I thought, wow. I remember when we used to get Joel Chadwick, to Sydney, to Parramatta. And like that was, I mean, we were rookies then, you know what I mean? Like he was just, and that was so cool just to have the A1 there. Like it was awesome. To do what you're doing, I think to anyone who's like your club racer, they don't feel they got the budget, or they don't feel they're at that level yet to go to the Australian titles. And they might just, run their state title. They're going to see the A1. And I'm going to let everyone know now, by the way, Tyson Martin, as much as he storms around on race day, he's approachable. Okay, this boy is very much approachable. Go up to him, have a chat to him. If he goes to walk past you, stop him. He'll listen. But I think it's going to be great for what you're doing. And I went through our calendar. I think we're going to be alongside you for like 6 of those races. So I'm just keen as mustard, looking forward to that. I think it's going to be huge. I like what you're doing. It's something
Yeah.
new. Let's make this a staple moving forward, that the Australian champ travels. You know what I mean?
And I think that's good because the way I also looked at it is like you win when you win the SA title. Like I'm lucky enough to win the SA title, and then when you win the Australian title, there was a little bit more prize money, but nothing really changes. Like nothing. There's no incentive to travel. There's no um there's no prestige, I think, that comes any different than running the A1. Um, I believe having something to help the class tour the Australian champion would be a great thing, and it adds a level of, I guess, interest into people winning the Australian title. There's more that can come of it, and it helps give the division someone to promote and someone to follow along and someone to, I guess, lead the category. Like I'm not saying I'm the best by all means at all, like in the slightest, but if, like, I guess to reiterate what you said, if I can go to someone else's local track and the local cars that aren't so fortunate to be able to travel, it's not because they're any less good. It's just some people unfortunately don't have the financial, it is truly a hobby, and don't have the financial aid to be able to go and do it. And it'd just be nice to give those people the opportunity to sort of shine in their own tracks. And if they can't get out, and they don't have to wait until however many years rotation until the Australian title
Yep.
comes back to their state.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're spot on, right, man. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to following you around as much as I can. Obviously, I won't be all for all the races, but those the ones where I will be, you definitely know I'm there.
I hope most of them are on Clay per view. Clay per view, or like Fitzmedia, at least live streamed. I hope most of them
Hope
are.
hope they are. I mean, yeah. When I started hearing, or when I first heard wind that you're doing this, I thought, man, this is something that's never been done before. It's something that's
Yeah.
never been done.
And
And
it's a credit, and like it's a credit to the whole division. Like they haven't put any titles or anything ridiculously close, and
yep,
so I think that's a big positive for the division. It gives people the ability to be versatile in case things change. They can go to other titles. Like the lads down in Tassie,
oh,
they've done a
they're
they've done a
so
really
good.
good they've done a really good job at
Yep,
trying to put a blue ribbon money show on the week before or week after, one of the two.
yep,
And then it makes the trip worth it. And it's those little things that helps the division. Yes, it's expensive to get your car down there, though. I believe if you got a big group of yous to go across and put it on a truck or something, and just bring everything, condense everything a little bit, just to go and race in Tassie, like you got to feel for those people. The same with the lads in WA, and like from Northern Queensland and NT, like they need to do so much traveling to race like Victoria and SA and New South Wales, where a lot of the racing goes on.
yeah,
Like there's a lot more condensed, a lot more tracks close, and you sort of, I guess, always relying on them to travel. And I think it's just a nice thing to do, like to be able to recognize that they shouldn't have to travel all the
yep,
time. And just, yeah, like the more everyone races each other, the more everyone becomes competitive, and the more it lifts the class. It promotes the class, everyone gets faster, and everyone builds from that.
yeah. I'm actually interested to see how you go down in Tasmania, um, because I mean they are a great bunch of guys down there, and I reckon that just they race each other to see what's going to happen there. I don't know. You got a fast boy down there, Luke Redpath. But anyway, it's going to be good to see. But this is the whole point of the tour. You know what I mean? Is
That's
to
right.
get there, as you said, in their backyard, get it going. I quickly had a look at the schedule, and I'm just trying to see if I could perhaps make a trip down there to I don't know, bring down a couple of cameras and try and see if I could do a show down there, because I reckon that to me, those boys down there are awesome. That would be an awesome race to see. So,
Yeah,
but
and
you're doing it
that
everywhere. Can't wait.
that's right. And being able to do it in their backyard on their terms, and like how many times has anyone raced in Tassie?
Yeah,
Like that that's the point. Like it'd be a great challenge. And for me, it makes me learn, and when you're not learning, you're not getting any
yeah,
better. And so new challenges, new faces, and yeah, part of that is too is excited to just meet new people.
yeah,
Like the division is so broad that I feel like every time I go to the track, I meet a new person, and that is awesome.
yeah.
And so many people I'm thankful for that have like reached out and offered help to try and get me to Tassie. Like those guys, had like suggested different ways I can get my stuff down there, and it's just there's been a lot of support, and it just shows how like strong the whole community of Wingless is. And
So just to reiterate something too, the plan for your tour is that car behind you is going to go. That's the car. It's not. You've got a car in another state. You got to fly and drive another car with the A1 on it, looked up dress. That car behind you and your tow vehicle are
yeah,
going to be going to every one of these states.
yeah, every state and territory, you'll
Yeah,
see Ruby behind me, you'll see my Colorado and the little trailer.
there you go. I see. I
Yeah,
reckon that's just to me because when we first heard about it, I remember I was having a chat with it must have been Blido, and we were like, I wonder if he's going to just get a car over in WA or get a car. And I thought, when it sort of came out what you're doing, I thought this is cool. This is going to be
yeah,
awesome
and
on the
it's just
road.
like, yeah, I don't want to take rides away from people, and like,
Yeah,
I want numbers to come to this. Like the Australian title being 110 go up, nominated 108 show up, like that is awesome for the division. Like, I am very grateful. Like, SA have been having like 40 cars, like 40, 50 cars to a club show.
yeah,
And like same with New South Wales and Queensland, like and Tassie, they got like heaps down there. And this is like I want to race big numbers,
yeah.
and like we'll go everywhere. I don't know whether she'll look this pretty at the end of it, but
Well, no
we'll
time
have
will
a good
tell.
we'll have a good time doing it.
Now let's see how many. I mean, yeah. Geez, just imagine if you picked up a couple. Like I don't want to put it on you, but just imagine an Australian champion going around the country racing every state title, picking up state titles, and then far out. That'd just be that'll be the life, man. That'll be the life of a racer, I reckon. So just
Yeah,
do your
we'll
thing, buddy.
try. We'll try, and that's what I mean. You just got to race them. You just got to
Yeah,
be in it to win it, and no matter no matter what gear you've got, like, and no matter who you are or where you're from, like at the end of the day, you just got to be in it to win it.
that's it. Hey, look, I know you're very busy, and thanks very much for giving me some quick time to have a chat. But before I depart, I think there's a nice list of partners you need to do a shout out to help you up and down the highway now and across even the seas there.
Yeah, so uh, 6T car rentals has come on board. Jason Gordon, that's been amazing. He's been such a great guy to deal with, and I'm very proud to have like a corporate sponsor like him. Uh, MG Electrical are helping with my Darwin tour. GBM Consulting, they're on the other side. Then we have M1 Tyres Mildura, BRB Developments. The Gateway Mildura's come on board, which is
Saw that.
awesome because they sponsor our division so much, and it's just really really cool that we get to carry them. Moore's Saw Sharpening, Normie and Naomi, they're coming along for the journey. It's gonna be awesome. Auto Spiral Gear. Crikey, there is James Transport. I'm trying to think of all of them. The little them ones. Then Exposed Signage and Apparel, KCK Lubricants, Grandview Orchards, BK Tires been a massive help. Wool Shocks, Norneo, Zilzy Wines, Weber Racing Industries, Rylan from Rylan from RCF Design. He wrapped all this. Big thanks actually to Kirby for turning my panels around in time. He painted them. I put him under a lot of pressure. Ineta, Jamie Cobby from Ineta, and there's probably so many more though. That's what that's pretty sure I covered all of them. Except Amazon Solutions, the people I work for.
There you go. There you go.
Though that's a lot though. If you want to jump on board and join along in the journey, like please feel free to reach out. Any little bit helps and goes a long way. Like whether just even the small things to help out when we're traveling and things like that. It generally goes a long way, and I hope we can do the division well, and I hope I can do everyone on board this car proud. And we just gotta just ride along and hang on and smile while we do it. Just enjoy it for what it is.
Nice. Well, good luck to you, my friend, and I look forward to catching up with you. I think the first place I'm going to see you is the SA titles.
Probably,
Yeah. And then after that will be SummerSlam. I knew the rest, but I've forgotten them now. But
I genuinely think Louise knows my calendar better than I do.
I was going to say you didn't even thank Louise, and I didn't want to throw it in the doghouse. But Louise has been a massive. Mate, she's been great in all this. To be honest with you, just
I am. Yeah, she literally glues everything together that's going on in the rest of my life. It's very chaotic living with me, I can only imagine. And she's done so well. She's helped organise so much of the logistics side of it. And everything from she comes and either helps tinkers on the car or sits with me while I do it. And she's rewrote so many sponsorship proposals, so many posts I cannot spell to save my life.
Nice. Okay.
And it's all those little 1%ers. And my old man has been a massive help.
Yep.
He's sort of been in the background trying to help make all this possible and just give me contacts and little bits and pieces to help me out, which I'm very, very thankful for.
No, that's good. Well, look, you safe travels up north. I can't wait to see how you go up there, and I look forward to catching up with you in Mildura very shortly. All right, buddy?
Sounds awesome. Thank you heaps, mate.
Anytime. All right, guys, there you have it, the A1, Mr. Tyson Martin. Good luck, and I'll put his racing details in the post. If anyone wants to jump on there, have a look. Make sure if you see him at the track, say hello to him. And, till next time, take care. See yous.